Coach Rothstein wanted me to ask Jimmy Butler and Caleb Martin's status, please.
They will warm up, and then we'll see. They both went through shoot-around, but we want to make sure that they're both feeling great. Dwayne will not play today, and then we'll just treat him, and hopefully it's short-term.
What's Dwayne, if we can ask? I might have missed that.
Back spasms.
Okay. Can I also get your thoughts on Caleb Martin getting converted? And I know everyone here is such a big fan of him. How good does it feel to get, that he takes that next step?
That feels great. This is just one of those things that was an inevitability that, we had to just get some things in order to be able to do it. But he's earned it. And when he first arrived here, there were no guarantees. We were just trying to get to know each other and put together a role where we thought he could be helpful. And he's embraced all of it and then some. And it's been, a joy to watch him work and commit to the process and then produce winning basketball.
Coach, we received some data today that over the years, the Miami Heat teams that you've coached have done the best job defensively overall against Luka. Is there anything?
Don't say that.
Well, it'll continue tonight, Coach.
No, come on, it's impossible. I thought the Clippers played him great. Really, you watch that game, it's like, first of all, the Clippers are a really good defensive team. And I thought, they mixed up their schemes. They had guys that physically, can handle different matchups. And then, he just torched them. It was really impressive. He's in a great groove right now. They're a great offensive team. They have spacing as well, so it makes it a little bit tough. We did not defend the other night, the way we're capable of. They had almost 60 in the paint and 35 in the fourth. So there will be some similar things that we'll be having to manage and negotiate, with Doncic. But it all starts, first and foremost with your commitment to the effort, commitment to discipline, because he's very good at drawing fouls. And then you have to have 5 players on a string.
Spoke kind of as a follow-up to that. You mentioned about the commitment and the things you have to do, but is there even a place to start of slowing him down at that challenge? Where do you even start about trying to control play?
No, he's a great player, so he's going to challenge our team in a lot of different ways. We want to take that challenge defensively. We still want to get to another level. Ultimately, it's about us trying to impose our identity on the game, knowing that there's a great player on the other side. And we're also coming off a game where we did not defend well. So hopefully we can be better tonight.
With Tyler, he obviously returned from the right knee injury. Did something pop up during the game, or is it just lingering?
No, it's he's making progress with it, but if you're playing every other night, it's not going to totally resolve itself. So we think this is the best course of action, right now.
I take it game to game, but is the plan to keep him out until the All-Star break?
Possibly. That's something that we're discussing with the training staff. The answer is probably I'll just say everything we're managing right now is manageable, and a lot of the guys have the same response to me. They say, if this is the playoffs, I'm playing tonight. Well, it's not the playoffs, and want to make sure that we're, handling things so they're manageable right now and not leading to something else.
So, it's an interesting note, but the fact that you and Jason being the head coaches, both former point guards, and I don't know if you know this, but 11 of the coaches in the league, head coaches in the league, are.
Do not put me in that category.
No, I understand that, but our former point
I was a
guards
joke.
in college
So
or the pros.
No.
I want to put you there, Spo. I want to put you in the category.
That's ridiculous, because I was a joke.
11 point guards in the league as head coaches, either in college or pro. What is it about point guards? Is there a correlation there that you can think of as to why?
Well,
somebody made
I'll speak to just my observations about Jason Kidd. He's one of the historic, brilliant minds, of this association, and he could fully dominate a game with his mind. Even as he got into his mid-30s. He could manipulate, manage a game, keep everybody happy. He understood playbooks, understood his own team's strengths, he understood other teams' strengths, and he would be able to disrupt whatever ATO or whatever action you're trying to get the ball somewhere defensively. He just had a knack for blowing up, everything that you're trying to do. I don't even know if you can teach that kind of level of IQ. You're talking about a high Hall of Fame IQ, and quite naturally that would translate to coaching. And I think that's what you've seen. His teams play smart. This team does not turn the ball over. They take care of the ball. They are very coherent offensively. And I think probably one of the most underrated things about their team this year is they have a great defense. Where maybe in years past they, haven't really dominated games on that end. This year they've actually, been able to dominate games defensively, and then they have a great closer to finish teams off.
We're going to go via Zoom to Eddie Sefko with Mavs.com.
Hey, Coach. Kind of a broad question leading up to All-Star Weekend. There's going to be a whole bunch of international guys playing in the game. And, of course, the MVPs of late have been from abroad. Is this league reaching the point or getting close to reaching the point where the international, the tip top of the elite level of players is as much or perhaps even more from around the globe than it is perhaps in the U.S.?
Oh, I think we're way past, talking about the game just being in the U.S. This has been a global game for a long period of time. And it just shows you that, great basketball players can come from any region on this planet. And the game is growing and the interest is going. I think the NBA has done a fantastic job of growing the game and developing it. Even some places where you wouldn't necessarily think that it would be developed. I think it's well documented. Everybody knows that I grew up a Portland Trail Blazer fan. I still, Blazer fans, we always still hang on to the missed timing of, we had Petrovic and Arvydas Sabonis, but they couldn't, come over at the same time. If they did, I still think that the outcome against Ronnie's old Detroit teams possibly would have been different.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, Coach,
Thank
thank
you.
you.